The accordion is made up of over 3,000 individual parts and pieces. The reeds, bellows, piano keys, and intricate bass button mechanics are all equally important when it comes to making an accordion work as it should. But there's one part of the accordion that's often overlooked, and in my case has caused some serious physical harm. I'm talking about the backstrap. The accordion backstrap is used to connect the two shoulder straps, redistributing the weight from the shoulders independently to the entire back altogether. The only problem is that it can be quite difficult to reach around and connect the backstrap by yourself, and many accordion straps on the market today don't even come with a backstrap. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy DIY solution for connecting a backstrap to your existing shoulder straps. I'll also show you an alternative method for leaving your backstrap always connected without ever having to reach around and connect it again, making it more comfortable, more stable, and easier to play. Stay tuned. When I first started playing the accordion, I didn't realize the importance of a backstrap. I'd never used it. It was too difficult for me to reach around and connect it. It was getting in the way, and I pretty much cut it off, and I made a big mistake. As my accordion journey evolved, I went from sitting and playing to standing and performing. Between the open mics, street performing, shows, and now music videos, I found myself standing more than I anticipated, and the idea of using a backstrap was completely forgotten since I didn't have the option anymore. Long story short, I wound up wearing out my shoulder from not using a backstrap. I had to stop playing for about 2 years and downsize to this small accordion while my shoulder healed. All of the pain and suffering that I had to endure came from not using a backstrap, so let my stupidity be a lesson that you don't have to learn for yourself.
Idiot!
Even if you're sitting while playing, I would highly recommend using a backstrap. It's going to give you more stability, it's going to give you more comfort, and it's going to make your playing experience that much better. I can't recommend this enough.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Most accordion straps are made out of leather and have a cloth backing. Some accordion straps are made out of nylon or neoprene. For this project, you're going to want to make sure you're using leather straps because the softer materials are not going to be able to handle the holes that we'll be making in them. I'm using Petosa's A100 Premium Contoured Straps. These straps happen to be Petosa's most top-of-the-line accordion straps. The contoured S shape makes it more ergonomic on the body and distributes the weight of the instrument over the shoulder better than traditional straps. These are some of the best accordion straps I've ever used. Between the materials, the contoured S shape, the 3.5-inch width, these are super comfortable. The only problem is that it doesn't come with a backstrap. So we're going to add the backstrap. We're also going to add an alternative mounting method that allows you to keep the backstrap latched at all times so you don't have to reach around and try and do it yourself. When it comes to installing the backstrap, there's a few items and tools you'll need in order to pull this off. It'll be about $40 or $50, assuming you already have the shoulder straps and some of the tools. All of these items can be found in the description. I'll leave a link. This isn't any kind of affiliate link or anything like that, but if you are enjoying this video so far, give it a like so more accordionists can see this. The main item we'll need to complete this is a genuine leather dog collar for the backstrap. This one was 1 inch wide and allowed for incremental adjustments with the buckle, so it wound up working perfectly. You'll need an assorted pack of Chicago screws with an M5 diameter. These are basically threaded rivets that allow you to secure the backstrap to the shoulder strap without needing a rivet gun. The pack I ordered came with 6, 10, 12, and 18 millimeter screws. I wound up using the 12 and the 18 for this project, but in hindsight, I would have liked to have had another option such as 15 millimeters in the lineup, but I was able to get by with what I had. I also used some M6 washers. Again, in hindsight, I would have used some M5s. This would have fit the rivets better, but they wound up working just fine. You can get these washers at a hardware store. You're only going to really need 4, so buying a pack of 25 or 50 off Amazon for $6, $7, $8, you'll probably save money by going to the hardware store and getting 4 of them for a few cents. You'll also need some super glue or even nail polish to add to the threads of the rivet so when you attach it, it doesn't come loose. You'll also need a Phillips or flathead screwdriver, a hacksaw and clamp. You'll also need a drill with a 3/16 drill bit and a small block of wood that you can use as a safety backing when drilling. The last two pieces we'll need in order to make an alternative entry point into the accordion strap so you don't have to reach around and do your backstrap every time is some Velcro and a buckle. The Velcro is 1 inch by about 10, maybe 12 inches long, and we'll also need a 1-inch plastic heavy-duty buckle. Start by determining where you'll want to install the backstrap. For me, right over the middle of the shoulder blades was the perfect spot to alleviate the pressure. It helps to have someone else mark the area with a small dot using a marker or pen, ensuring that the two dots are centered and level with one another. Remove the straps from the accordion and drill a hole in each of the dots. Now it's time to prepare the backstrap. This particular dog collar has 4 existing rivets. We'll be cutting the last one on the end. I used my hacksaw between the 2 pieces of leather in order to cut the rivet. I also wound up using the block of wood as a way for me to support everything as I made the cut. You may have to get creative and find an easier way for yourself, but this seemed to work just fine for me. The next step was to remove the dog collar's leash hook. You can leave this on if you want, but I chose to get rid of it. It's possible to remove this by hand with a hacksaw, but it's going to be easier and safer if you use a clamp instead. After it was cut, the removal of this was pretty easy because of the split in the metal that was hidden by the collar. I used the drill again to widen the hole for the dog collar. Then I used a pair of scissors to cut and shape the buckle end of the strap. I made another cut on the second piece right where the holes stop, allowing for the final hole to act as another mounting point for the rivet. If you happen to have broader shoulders or you prefer your straps to be placed a little bit further apart, be sure to take measurements and cut it accordingly. I connected the buckle half of the back strap to the left shoulder strap first, using an 18mm Chicago screw and some washers. It seemed to be the perfect width between the two sides. I also used a dab of super glue on the threads to ensure that it wouldn't come loose, and I screwed it together. I also made sure that the Phillips head was on the inside of the strap, allowing the smooth side to be showing on the outside. I did the same thing on the right shoulder strap with the other piece of dog collar, and for this I used a 12mm Chicago screw. The 18mm was just a little bit too big, the 12mm was a little bit too short, so I was only able to use one washer on the cloth side, so I left the smooth end of the rivet on the leather, and it actually worked out great. I think it looks better, and it worked out perfectly. Now it's time for the mounting hack pieces. Install the plastic buckle on the bottom of the left shoulder strap. Then take the Velcro and the other end of the buckle and mount it to the bottom side of the accordion. Be sure to allow only 2 to 3 inches of play as you roll the Velcro over itself a few times. This is going to ensure that you have some extra strength in the strip of Velcro. You might have to adjust your left shoulder strap to be a little bit tighter after installing this Velcro piece. One thing to keep in mind when installing this on your accordion is that you can run the risk of scratching your bellows if you don't have a back pad on your instrument. My Hohner Bravo didn't come with a back pad, and the mounting point that was on the accordion happened to be a little bit higher on the back instead of being on the side. So there was some visible wear on the cusp of the bellows. For situations similar to this, mount the Velcro and the buckle on the right strap instead, where the buckle will sit on the accordion surface as opposed to the softer bellow material. If there's any worry of scratching the surface of the accordion, you can use a piece of duct tape over this area, or even tape a flat piece of plastic as a scratch guard onto it. Secure the straps back onto the accordion, and just as a pro tip, when installing the bottom straps, you'll want to go from the outside of the accordion in towards the back, allowing for an ergonomic half twist that allows the strap to lay comfortably against your body as opposed to having the strap dig into your side. When it comes to mounting your accordion, you could do it seated or standing. I would recommend starting with the seated position so you can get comfortable with this whole new mounting strategy. It's a little bit tricky at first, but with practice, it becomes super simple and you can actually do it quite quickly. To do it from the standing position, grab the 2 straps with your one hand and place your other arm through the straps and keep a firm hand underneath the instrument at all times. Once it's over your head, you can reach around and connect the buckles together. This will become easier the more you do it, and it'll only take you a few seconds. I'd recommend putting the buckle and Velcro on the left side as opposed to the right. The center of gravity of the instrument is going to be a lot easier approaching it from that direction, but if you do have to put it on the right side, if you're afraid of scratching the bellows and you don't have a back pad, you can of course do it the other way. It's just going to be a little bit trickier, but like everything, a little bit of practice goes a long way, and I have full faith that you'll get the hang of it. And that's it. I'd like to thank my wonderful patrons Abigail Pauley and Robert Nelson for supporting my channel on Patreon. If you too would like to become a member and support the channel, get featured in videos like this, as well as plenty of other incentives, head on over to patreon.com/squeezingthanks. And now would be a great time for you to click the subscribe button and join me as I bring you more accordion videos, from tutorials to entertainment videos such as music videos and more. You guys won't find videos like this anywhere else on the internet. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I hope you guys are too. Click the like button. This is going to push this video out so more accordionists can see this video. And yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this video right here, so if you click that, I'm sure you're going to be entertained. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.
Stars and stripes! Tough guy! Oh!